Gigoo, gigoo, do, do. Gigoo, 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 gigoo. Okay. There was a nice, tall, what's the appropriate, what's the poetic, buxom, whatever. And then at the comic show, and then I was like, oh, I could talk. No, I'm not going to talk to her. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to sweep her off her feet? No, I'm not going to do that. Number one. Number two, bring her home in my Lyft. Number three, bring her home to my parents. And number four, I don't have time for it. It turned out I didn't have time for that because I had school in the morning too. So, like, a whole bunch of reasons. Like, it's like enough with the negativity, Andre, but there's also some realism to deal with. And some negativity, hey, it's ground bearing. It holds some weight. God, I am sitting out of a Knights Inn on Bell Road outside of a Casa Fiesta where I left my wallet. I was basically not a human for a while. You know, your phone almost dying, no wallet, no car. I had a car crash. I didn't do the podcast last week, by the way, if you didn't notice. You probably didn't. I didn't do you have other things to do. It's been a busy, hectic week. I didn't do the podcast last week. It was stupid, like, on the way to work, it would be kind of late, but not really. Like, I'm given a 7-minute grace period once at 7 o'clock. On the way to work at 6:50, I-65, I'm just gonna be fine. I had it set to like 70-something, 70, whatever. 70-something, okay? That's what you're gonna get from the lawyers. And then speed limit at 70. And I was in the 4th lane in a 7-lane road. The other two is going to go off somewhere. And then the 4th lane I was in is going to disappear, but it's also passing by people who have picked their side, I assume. But I've been in it for a couple miles and nothing's bad's happened. And then all of a sudden, like, okay, if I was strictly honest, I would say that I dropped my phone and then I picked it up and I see, like, is this still on? Because it's hot. It's like the screen is hot and it's just really, it auto corrects the contrast when no light's hitting it. So it's because between the seats, it looks like it's off, but I can't see it. So I'm like staring at it, being like, is this off? And I'm looking at Tracy Jean Barkley or whoever, this is another comedian, is looking back at me from her Instagram. I was like, oh, okay, so it's on. And all of a sudden a bunch of lights are going off on my car because my car is like state of the art, drives itself essentially, and saying brake, brake, brake. A guy is trying to move over into my lane from the left, probably go to I-44 or some exit. And he doesn't do it like fast. He slows down to make it so that he doesn't get on those like triangle white lines, because if you touch those, your car explodes, you know? Tires fly up, which, you know, I think happens. Sometimes people leave whatever stuff on there from previous car crashes, from people just hitting like the T-bar part. I don't know what I'm talking about, but I've seen speed a bunch, and I know if that person's going slow and I'm going fast, it's basically like they're standing still. And I hit the shit out of his right rear tire and my front left tire. And since I'm the one ramming him, it seems like I'm the one at fault, according to probably insurance and stuff. And the first thought is like, God, parents are going to just rip my ass open. They're just going to be like, oh, you were late for work. Oh, you were looking at your phone. Oh, you're doing this. And we bought you this car. Didn't buy me the car, they loaned me. Okay, whatever. It's negligible, but they got me the car. I was so angry at myself. So fucking, at the moment of pain, just like angry. And the pain was the airbag exploding and hitting me in the face, and I was just like, what? I remember saying, like, what the fuck? And I think when something in the back of my head is like, no, just steer, you'll figure it out. It'll be, if you just like look around and be calm, you'll think of something. And it's just like, no, this is a crash. I have to hit the brakes really hard. And the thing is, my car's a thing where it's like six or whatever cars ahead, it notices stuff, like as a camera, and it like slows down, so it's always that amount of space ahead. And I guess the guy was in the left lane and then cut in front of the camera way short. I don't know. And the cool thing is, a guy like stopped. Another guy who wasn't even part of the crash got out and like drove in front of us. Got out of his car, stood like a human being, roadblock behind my car to make people go around. That was like, what are you man, too nice. Some old white guy's like, are you guys, is everything good? I called the cops so they can, assess everything. Is it okay if I call the police? Is everything all right? It's like, you guys, it's like, he was like giving me the heads up. It's like, everything cool? He was called police. It's like, that's cool, but do it. Man, just get him out here, because I don't fucking want to. I don't think this is recoverable. And I try moving the car, and I go vroom, and it doesn't move, and I go, okay, it's fucked. The police moved the car later. They press down harder, I guess. I don't know. I didn't think it was moving. I just left it in the middle of the road until the police showed up and just vroomed it. And was like, oh, all right. I talked with the other guy. I'm just like, I'm so sorry. Oh man, I was going this speed, and I was looking down, I was looking up. I think I'm told my glasses fell. My glasses were shitty glasses to be. They were the backup pair. I had my wood pair that's fit for my face, and the blue backup pair, which is like the older ones that are loose and like fall off if I like bob my head too much. And that's the one that has the backup in the car. And they did fall off my nose a bunch of times while I was sitting in the car, but it's whatever. I changed socks while I was on the way to work that morning. Like it was while I was driving, because it's like such a safe car. It's Honda Acura, I think, 2018. It was fucking this year car. Bought it 6 months ago. Fuck. Anywho, silence. The guy was like, what happened? Oh man, I was just on my way home. I was like, oh, I'm so sorry, man. I was on my way to work. I feel so bad. Where's home for you, man? And it's like, oh, New York. And I was like, New York? Okay. This guy was trying to drive to New York, saying he was almost there. He was confessing, like, is there any way I can get my car fixed, like within the day? I want to get to New York in a day. It's like, dude, any place that does that within a day is going to be shitty. Just know. It takes time to fix stuff like this. It's like, oh man, I really need to get home today. It's like, dude, there's no way you're going to get home. But I didn't say that. I tried. I felt bad. I feel guilty automatically. And then the police show up, and this motherfucker, like the first thing, like we're together. So it's like, what happened? And as I'm about to like try to explain it, the guy goes, well, he admits he was speeding. And I was like, what the fuck? I did not. Okay. I was not going over 10 miles over the speed limit. No. It's not going more than that. Jesus Christ, what an asshole. I think the police even asked him, like, hey, did you see the guy coming? Like, when he was driving down, he's like, oh, yeah, I saw him a long ways away. And it's like, so you came over knowing he was coming. Just assuming that I would stop. Well, I mean, I should. Usually that stops. But whose fault? Who's the fault? The insurance company's still trying to figure that out. just want to get it over with so I can get my car fixed so I can have a car. This not having a car shit's for the birds. I should have a plane. I want a helicopter. Someone pick me up. Someone do a thing. Just post on Facebook. Check in at Casa Fiesta. Hey, anyone live near here? I need to be picked up. I need help. I don't want to say that. Anyone not doing anything, just sitting at home on Facebook, and then happen to be like, hey, you know, I was dealing with my kids, but let me pick this guy up. It's like, no, I'm not going to involve that. I'm going to pay $20 and have some Lyft driver pick me up. I'm also thinking about going to a show tonight. What is it, at 6:30 or something? At a 5 Spot, Laurel and the Lovin'. I kind of want to see. I want to see Laurel perform. Some wild shit. She talks about how she does it. She talks about how she warms up. Even when she's practicing, it's good to warm up her vocals because she can, like, hurt them shits. And everyone should know how to do that. And there's more stuff to learn from, like, a vocal coach than I thought. I really need to talk back. I got so many cards from vocal coaches from coming to Belcourt, and they're all pretty. What the fuck? I have no idea what it is about singers. Well, them having the ability to sing just like is automatically like, oh, that's a cool, attractive skill to me. Anyway, who gives a fuck what I think sexy? I have no car. My stock is down. No one wants this, but stock was already down. It's through the ground now. Man, I keep thinking like, oh, I'd be good as a stockbroker. I don't think I want to be a good stockbroker. Everyone who's a stockbroker is a piece. Everyone who's like hailed as like a stock guy, you know, like the representatives of that trade seem like pieces of shit. Who care about, you know, aesthetics and top layer shit and don't care about people, it seems. You know, if you buy stocks and do that shit, you know, God bless you. Hey, you're spending money on things that are ideas or whatever, pieces of companies. I worry that I'd be good at it and then I'd be like, how dare they not do these decisions and just fire all these people who weren't, like, just taking people's lives for granted and stuff. And then my mom and my sister tell me, no, you're supporting them by getting the money. Like, nah, too many numbers are going up and down on these fucking things at the tickers at the bottom of CNN for me to know, like, something's not right here. Old white people are happy, so there's something bad's got to be going down. That's what I'm learning. And that's why we got to step in and be the ones controlling everything. I don't know. That's stupid. Black people taking over and being the evil ones. Yeah, I don't know. That's the Wakandan dream. Man. What? I had a date? I had two kind of dates. I don't like calling them dates. No one likes calling them dates because that adds this sort of level of expectation and propriety. Like, oh yeah, you're mine for this hour and stuff. When it's just like, hey, we could just hang out and talk. And the last couple of days weren't that fun, and I just assume all dates aren't fun. And this one was fun. I don't remember I remember we talked about cannibalism, Jonathan Swift somehow. Irish, she's working on being a lawyer, so we talked about some of that shit, and school stuff, and we talked about a whole bunch of weird bullshit that I don't remember. That's a lady mechanic right there. Whoa. Shut up, what is wrong with you? What is it? I saw I was rereading Why the Last Man. I'm sorry, I'm going off tangent here, but Why the Last Man was saying, like, internationally speaking, 99% of mechanics, engineers, and pilots are men. So if a plague takes all them out, everyone's kind of stranded mechanically, technologically speaking. And it's like, oh, that's interesting. Agricultural-wise, ladies have the majority rule of that, so that's actually would keep us alive for longer, though. We'd still be around to have to eat. Just how to get the stuff. The truckers. I'd also said 99% of truckers, too. It's funny. Oh, lady trucker. Yeah. No, I really like ladies and guys' garb and roles and stuff. Lady cop. Lady CEO. Lady principal. Lady principals are things, though, so it's not as exciting anymore. Nah. Lady principals are kind of like half and half now, right? So I'm not gonna look up the statistics at all, ever, on that. But I just assume so because that's how it feels in my butt. Lady cab driver, yeah, what's up? No, that's stupid. You're dumb. You're just stupid. Lady porn director, stupid. Lady director, like lady casting couch, yeah. Fucking, you're just an. Oh, but that's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking. These are my thoughts. I have to acknowledge them in order to change them. I have to recognize the bad in order to be the good. What was I talking about? Oh, yeah, the date. Yeah, she was cool. It was dope. Met her from meeting, just having a cool vibe at the Bell Court and hoping she was still hanging around when I came outside, and she was. And it was cool. And she ended it like smooth. Like she ended, like I was like, I hope you have a great night. I hope to talk to you. I said, I hope you have a great night. I hope to talk to you again. And she was like, oh, don't worry, you will. And I was like, oh, damn, wow. That's butter. That's butter beans. You can cook that up in some olive oil, man. Smooth, man, and move it around. Don't even use a fork. Just wiggle. Just wiggle the pan. Oh, man. Nikki was confessing to me, like, I should probably know how to make fried chicken from a pan. I should just know how to use Valvoline oil, or I'm looking at a Valvoline oil thing, so I don't know what oil to use, but use the oil, vegetable oil, I think. Roll it with flour. Oh, man, I'm so stupid. And then put the spices on top of it, I guess. With the, I guess put it in the flour. No, you don't do that. I gotta look it up because some stuff like takes away the flavor or cooks away the flavor, heats away the spices. I don't know what I'm talking about, but I know there's a difference between when you put the spices in. You don't just like dump it on raw chicken. You wait a bit. You don't put it at the very end, or you could, but it's not like you want it baked into it, soaked into it. I think that's what I'm thinking. I don't know everything, but I know I'd want it evenly displaced, the spices and what I add to it. Let's see. No, oh god, I was talking about fried chicken. I was talking about a date. Yeah, she was cool. I need to text her, right? I texted her immediately when I got home. Like, I had a great time. Am I supposed to do that? Is that the cool thing? I'm supposed to wait 48 hours to be like, hey, what's up with you? I should text her again being like, hey, so, want to see, I should be like, hey, so, what's up? When you free again? When can we go pop and go out, do some dancing? I don't know. Oh, God, I don't know. I gotta learn to dance. I gotta go to those salsa classes I keep skipping. I sign up for them on Meetup, and they're free, and you just go to them. But I haven't been going to them. Once I get my car, put it on the calendar. Salsa classes. Let's go. I'm doing the figure drawing classes sometimes, and then I'm gonna be a nude model, I guess, in one of them in September. That's what he told me, man. I don't know. I don't say no. You know me. I just go with it, and it'll be a thing that will help me be more comfortable in my body and gain some short-term level of confidence. How long have I been talking? Oh my God, 19 minutes. Jesus, this is going to be one of those. It's going to be one of those podcasts, eh? A lot's happened. It's weird to be at a job. I work at the hospital, right? It's weird to be at a job. I can't talk about it, but I can tell you I've seen people die. So I kind of have to get used to that. Like most people don't see people die, right? Most people. Okay, internationally speaking, probably. Western civilization, America speaking, you don't see a dead body of a human every time you're driving down the road. You see, like, you know, you rarely see even a car accident that's like a flaming wreck, hard, like people got fucked up car accident. People usually you see like, you know, that's wild. Whoa, I hope no one's hurt. But like one that's like no people, like there's fire explode. I've seen one of those in life on the way back to Murfreesboro, and it was just like, that's death for sure. I didn't see anybody standing outside that, but what do I know? Maybe they ran thinking it was going to explode, you know? Yeah, I've seen people. See, dead people don't bother me. Dying people do. People that, hey, what's up? That white dude is bumping. That white dude is, bald, old white dude is bumping some jams. I want to talk to him. Get him on the podcast. He'll be interesting. No, it's yeah, people who are just like don't have a leg or got part of their face is like scarred up. It's like, yeah, I can understand why you're hollering in pain. But when someone's just like, oh, and then I don't see anything visually wrong with them. They're just like, oh, like inside hurt. That just bothers me because I can't do anything. I can't put a pillow on anything. Take him to a nurse, get him morphine. Bothers me. Whew. And I don't want to be like, I keep thinking the people I work with, the 20-year-olds I work with, are all just like, yeah, someone died, whatever. But I'm sure they're dealing with it in some other horrific way when they go home, when they leave work. Like, they're trying to be cool and manly. I'm like, yeah, you know, he's probably dead, you know, but they are probably like, it's got to take some sort of toll on them. They aren't inhuman. They can't be all bad. They like wrestling. One young dude looked like a goddamn 8-year-old he's got kids and a baby mama or a wife, I'm not sure, named Yusef Muhammad. Came up to me at the lunch line and was like, so who you know? It's like, what do you mean who I know? It's like, in order to get here, you gotta know some, you know, to get a job like this, you gotta know somebody. So who you know? And I was like, okay. He was like I keep wanting to say swarthy, suave. Swarthy means dark skin, but he was dark. He was swarthy. Suave, swarthy, man. He was a swarthy, suave, swarm of a switch. That guy, 5'4", that guy. Why am I listing like I'm gonna fight him? Coming in, 130 pounds, 5'4", 40-inch reach. 40 inches is pretty big. Isn't it? For reach? Yeah, I think so. Actually. He's got them orangutan arms. And I was like, yeah, my dad, you know, he's a doc at Vanderbilt. He's probably a big mucky muck there. And he knows the Friss family. We go to barbecues and stuff. He goes like, okay, so that makes sense. All right. It's like, that makes sense that I've been acting like such a fool, and how did I get this job? And I'm not a nurse, I'm older than everybody else, so I'm not in college, so what the fuck? I should have said that. I should have said all that, but I didn't. I was just like, yeah, that's how I got the job. I know a person who basically has their name on the hospital. Know a person knows a person. And then I was just turning around on him. So how'd you get the job then? Try to throw some honesty give me some honesty my way. And he said, so who do you know? It's like, who I know God. And I was like, real? And he's like, oh yeah, can't do nothing without him. I was like, all right, well, I tried to give you something, whatever, man. You know what I meant a person. God is in oh, shut up. Anyway. 25 minutes. 25 minutes. This is going to be one of those. It's going to be one of those. Okay, if I was going to go to Laurel's show, I'd be leaving now, though. How much is it? It's $5 at this 5 spot, but how much is it to get there? Let's look. Oh, I got to pay the dude from the last trip. So that's $28 away. Hey, Steve. I'm going to give you a huge tip. There you go. Let me see if I can put in 5 spot in the lift. Yeah? $18. Go and see Laurel perform. You want to do it? Huh? You want to do that? Go see your friend perform? Let's go. Let's go see your friend perform. Let's do it. And then I guess you'll have to pause the podcast when the Lyft driver comes up in how long? Or just keep it running and he'll be talking. Jawan will be talking to me in his Honda Elantra. Damn, I'm really going to this thing. Well, I feel guilty. It's like I want to support the art people I know. You know? If you're out here doing it, I want to be there. I want to see I want to be there every night, you know, to see the ups and downs. I don't want to just see like you when you're at your best. And I understand that feeling of I'm not going to invite you out unless it's a great show. And because I don't want to do that. I'm not going to invite motherfuckers out to open mics. But if I was a friend of me, I want to see everything. I want to see the ups and downs, strikes and gutters. I want to see what you got. What's your bob and weave? What's your left hook? What's your counter? You know, I want to see you grow as an artist over, you know, time. And it takes a long time to grow. It takes years. And that's going to be a day-to-day thing. Day-to-day. Oh, I don't have, like, dollar bills. Fuck. I have to use the ATM there. Fuck. $3 covered on that. Fuck. Stupid. So mad about that. Well, alright. What else to talk? I got asked by Jeffrey Rocks, who was on the podcast last couple podcasts ago. Jeffrey Rocks to be in a sketch commercial parody thing. But I can't tell you too much about it. But he didn't tell me much about it, so that's fair. It's like, okay, what's the script? Oh, no, dude, don't worry about it. It's like, okay. It's going to be a lot of improv, isn't it? And I was fine with that, because I just finished watching a whole bunch of Always Sunny in Philadelphia bloopers, and I was feeling very Charlie Day-ish. I was feeling very, like, I'm the funniest guy ever. You feel in the confidence. You feel that other performer's confidence, and you're like, yeah, I could do that. He's a cool guy, and he's just normal, and I could be like that. Not knowing that he's, like, trained, and he's done it for years, and he has friends and support him in writing, and thousands of thoughts flowing through his head, and he edits himself, and he has a through line of character and arcs and shit. I don't know. You know, there's a lot. Improv class is saying you got to remember all these, like, not rules, but like just like don't curse, don't be racist, sexist, whatever. Be positive and keep in mind to give your characters names and places, move things along, and it's like all these things you gotta think of. It's like it's got to turn out to be natural, and so you do it so you're not thinking about it. But right now, that's all I'm thinking about is I'm not moving it forward. I haven't given him. I don't think about that. Like I'm training myself not to think, but I have to think about that. I'm training myself not to like worry about it and just be funny. But in just being funny, you can lose lose character and plot and story, you know. So I see that. I see the point. Because some stuff's not always going to be funny. Sometimes you just got to wait a beat. And then you'll think of something. And it's just a conversation you two are having. It's just a weird conversation you never have in real life. But here you are, chopping it up, spitting it out, letting it rain fire. Is this the lift man? Lift man, is this you? Lift man, ooh, lift man, that's a nice car, lift man. You better come my way, lift man. You better lift me, lift man. Better be lifted in. Better want all this juiciness in the air anyway. In the air tonight. Buddy boy. I haven't been working on my dragging. But the thing is, I'm worried about money with the drag. Like how much money makeup and dressing costs. I gotta go out and shop more. I gotta be guided by the hand on this thing. Because this looks like a lot of experimentation, yo. I need a mentor. I'm trying to talk to my dude, trying to text him. He's probably busy. Too big in his britches. Who's my dude? Who's my dude? Who am I talking about? I want to get his name out so folks know. Not just whistling dicks. Whistling dicks, that's funny. Annie from Early American. Wow. There's a lot of people here who wanted my phone number because I was making notes and being all boo-boo-goo at the first day of class and being like, yeah, let me get your number so that I can, we can compare notes and I can, Charlie Boehm. But he's got a stage name I don't remember. But Charlie Boehm, Boehm. Incredible makeup face man. Incredible drag queen dude. You can check him out. Should come on out. It's a good show. I want to go to a burlesque show tomorrow if I can. Just to loose up. Okay, here we go. Lift time. I'm Andre.
Andre? Yep, Joel, man. Let's go.
Oh, it is. It's happening right now. Trying to make it. Trying to make it happen. Found my wallet. Gonna hang out with a friend at a show. It's gonna be good.
Oh, okay. Nothing wrong with that, man.
Oh boy.
It feels like a Friday, but I keep reminding myself it's only Thursday.
No, it's Friday. It's Friday. It's Friday. How's your day been though?
Hey, it's my first ride, so everything's going pretty smooth.
Okay.
I ain't have to really go too far, so usually if it's around this area, it's going to be a good day.
Oh, so you usually stick around Antioch and not like downtown Nashville?
I mean, I go both. You know what I'm saying? So it's like when I live around here. So it's like once I turn it on, I usually get a ride. They'll bring me downtown, and then I'll just go from there.
Dang.
So sometimes I have like a little certain route that I'll head towards downtown, and I might get a ride. They'll keep me around this area, or I'll just wait for that ride to actually bring me downtown.
Huh. Interesting. How long have you been doing this?
I actually been doing it for just about a couple of weeks now, man. I haven't really been doing it for a time because I actually have a full-time job now, and I do this part-time.
Oh.
You ever did that before?
Yeah, I've listed. I have to because I don't have a car right now.
You said
but
what?
I don't have a car right now, so I've been lifting all this like week or so.
Okay. I was on to ask if you worked for him or something.
No, I thought about it, but I don't know. My car's not right, I guess, for it.
Okay. Well, this is not my car either, though. So
and they rent for you?
Yeah, I'm doing the little lift between lift. So that's basically what I'm doing right now. Instead of wearing, my car down with the gas and the maintenance and everything, I just use their car. Pay the little money off, make a decent amount to still make the payment and, still profit a little bit.
Oh boy, okay, interesting.
I got my friend on it like that because he didn't have a car at the moment. He just wasn't able to get the money at the time, and so he actually started doing Lyft. Now he's doing Lyft and Uber because he was doing Lyft for about 3 months, and I actually told him about it first, and he ended up doing it. He told me about it. And he was like, "Hey man, you need to go ahead and get on it." And I was trying to actually take a trip to go to Atlanta, and I just wanted to have the extra cash, and I was like, "Well, let me go ahead and do Lyft then." And plus, I was gonna do a rental car to go out to Atlanta. And then they also do this as far as like for your personal use as well, so they don't keep up with the mileage.
Real. That's Sean, this is real obnoxious of me, but I've been doing a podcast for the last couple of minutes. Okay. Is it okay if I keep recording, or should you want? Is it okay if I keep recording my podcast, or is it alright if I turn it off? I just want to know if you're alright with it.
Nah, man, you cool, man. Go ahead.
No, it's fine. I've been having a busy time. I have a bunch of shows I've been doing, and not having a car makes it real complicated.
Yeah, I feel you.
I have to plan out my whole day, and I don't like doing that. I'd rather just do everything last second, but I can't.
Yeah, man. I'm usually like that, so I had to kind of shake up from that, man. Shake out of it.
Well, you get forced out of it when people depend on you. You go to school, or you say you're going to do something on social media or something.
Oh yeah, definitely. You from here?
Yeah. I was born in Atlanta, but that was when I was 4.
Oh, so you born in Atlanta? Then.
But yeah, I was I moved here when I was 4, so this is all I really know.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
And I didn't really get to know this area or city or anything until now-ish, and now it's all changing on me. It's a bachelorette town, but
yeah, it is, man. Nashville is on a rapid growth. That's not till I moved back from Ohio, man. So I've been gone for about 4 or 5 years, and since I've been back, Nashville is like a whole new city.
And now I can't live here because it's so expensive, so maybe I have to move to Murfreesboro or one of these Antioch homes. But then I used to live in Antioch, and it was getting expensive then. Woo, that was 5 years ago.
Yeah.
Oh man, I don't know. I want to get to know the city, but it's real. It's expensive to do so, and it's real. Just what are these people? Everyone's who's from Nashville? Yeah, who is from Nashville? It's that's a constant question. Are you really from Nashville? Where are you? Where are folks coming from? Am I talking to someone who knows the history of this place and can help me out or know the feeling?
Honestly, I wouldn't be the person, but yeah. Nashville, man. With everybody coming in from different areas, I done met so many people from just the time me doing this, and it's just part time. I done met people from London, New York, Cali, Miami, Atlanta, just, they're all different places, man. I only met just a few people that actually was from Nashville that was telling me about the history about Nashville and what changed over the years and what, as far as the gentrification and everything, the building, the reconstruction of everything, and how Nashville, it's not going to be able to keep up with the growth. It's growing so fast. Nashville is going. I don't know what it's going to do, but they got to do something about it.
No, I mean it's not something we can control either. It's it's just going to keep getting bigger, right? Because we're
at least for a couple more years.
They're talking about having major league soccer teams here, and they're talking about all sorts of conventions and whatever are trying to happen here, and it's just
think about it, man. You think it's gonna be good or bad?
Well, where are people gonna go? It's just if you're gonna kick people out of because it's so expensive to live in places, where you gotta have an idea of where they're gonna be.
Sure. And you see how on Bell Road, where all the wooded area was at, across from Sonic and Walgreens, where Casa Fiesta, not Casa Fiesta, but Thirsty Turtles.
Yeah.
Yeah, right from across the street from there. You know how they knocked it down and leveled it all out. Have you seen that yet?
No.
Yeah, I mean, it was a wooded area, just like how you look towards the right. It'll look just like this, I'd say about 2 acres long, all that is leveled out now because they finna build nothing but apartments in another community.
What the hell?
They are knocking out all these wooded areas, acres and acres, and they just build a community. You know, the barn got the biggest, was the Smyrna now? One of the biggest housing communities so far in the state.
But they're all like upscale, like high class stuff. There's nothing for like if I'm a broke dude.
Not for us, no. Not at all, man.
I mean, that's what originally what the projects were supposed to be. It's supposed to be a project for the city to work on to help people who don't have enough money. But then they just left it in the dust, and it turned to the projects next to the highway that you don't go near. But there's some cities that figured it out. They're like, oh, if you can have a low income place, the government helps out with if you can prove you got a job and that you're going to it all the time and that you're going, or one of y'all's going to school, or you know, you're upstanding citizen. Something. There's nothing here though.
So what do you think about doing?
Okay, Madison. It turns out a lot of my friends are in Madison, and that's like kind of far, right?
Madison?
It's like just outside of Nashville.
Is that where we're heading now?
No, we're going to the middle of Nashville, the five spot, going into the where it used to be not safe to be, where my grandma and my family used to grow up, on the east side of Nashville. And going to the 5 spot to see a show with my friend.
See, I used to go to Maplewood High School.
Oh, okay.
You know what that's at?
Not really. Like, I don't know where anything is at. Sorry.
I don't know where anything is at.
No, I don't.
What area are you familiar with? Like,
now, because I work there, the Village, and I know some parts of East Nashville because I go to shows there so much that now I kind of know it. And 21st Avenue, where I went to school, University School Nashville, and Brentwood. Like, I didn't go anywhere. Like, I didn't go to clubs, I didn't go to anything, unless it was like, and then until recently, I only went out to open mics. And open mics takes you everywhere, all over Nashville, and all over Tennessee.
Yeah, that's true. So you say you do podcasts, right? When did you start doing that?
Yeah, just to kind of monitor my sanity. I've had a breakup, and it was just like, you know what? Let's keep a podcast to see how this goes. See where I'm at. It's if I get better or if I decline.
Okay.
And I skipped last week because of what? It was just too crazy. It was just the car crash thing and going to the doctor and what? Oh yeah, I tried to do a whole bunch of different shows. I tried to start shows now instead of just go to them. Something I should have done a long time ago, though. No hurries.
No, but Nashville drivers are crazy. And the thing about it, like you said earlier, it's not even Nashville drivers. These are all outside of town, like different people from different states driving.
The person I hit
trying to get familiar with the streets.
The person I hit was trying to get to New York, from New York. He said he was trying to get there in a day.
Oh, wow.
It was a sight to see. Yeah, no one knows where to go.
No.
Sometimes I don't know where to go because I don't know where anything is. Where's Maple High School? Where's Maplewood High School?
Maplewood High School is like kind of out east, man, to tell you the truth. And I'm not even the person to be asking as far as like out east, out south, out west, north. I'm really good as far as telling you how to get there. You know, I've been all over Nashville, but it's been a while. Like, I recently just came back. It's been a couple of months since I've been here. So again, it's been like 5 years since I've been gone, and a lot has changed as far as.
Oh, okay. What? 5 years. All right,
Yeah,
that's
5 years.
when I was around Antioch. Okay.
Like, I used to stay on the road where I just picked you up at Bear Road.
Mm-hmm.
I used to live on that road when I graduated. Like, apartment for 1 bedroom was like $480, $500.
Yeah.
Now, $1,200 for the same 1 bedroom apartment.
Yeah.
I just wasn't going to stay back there, so you know, I'm just going ahead and kind of skip through if you didn't mind.
Go for it. Yeah, I need a bunch of roommates now if I'm gonna make a place. Get out of my parents' place. I used to live in Murfreesboro, and that was too much. That's just too much.
Murfreesboro?
Yeah. It's 40
It's supposed to be cheaper out there, right?
It is, but it's a 40-minute drive.
That is true, especially with traffic now. I was working from Antioch to Green Hills.
If there's traffic, it's an hour. Yeah.
I was working an hour and a half away, which is supposed to be only 20 minutes away from here to Green Hills. But I was doing an hour and a half due to traffic. I quit that job because of the reason there. I was spending 3 hours in traffic a day. I couldn't do it.
No.
I was like, no, I'm done. So I actually quit. Within the same week, I got the next job that I'm at now, full-time, Shurion. Better pay, better benefits. It's only 2 minutes away.
Oh, it's 2 minutes away?
2 minutes away.
So that's the dream, is to just roll out of bed and do it. Yeah.
Yeah, 2 minutes away.
Do the job. Or do it from home. But,
there you go.
dude, what do you do? Full-time?
This is basically just a technician right now. Technician for, like, Verizon. The Shurion technician. They do assurance. Dealing with your phones and stuff like that. If your phone screen crack or you having issues with your phone, it's not working, can't take pictures, can't open apps, can't text, things like that. You give us a call, you ask us why, we'll fix it for you. This is basically as technicians over the phone. But that's just something to, make it through. The little cost of living through Nashville until I figure out exactly what I want to go ahead and do.
Oh, yeah, that's going to be...
Yeah, that's not something I really want to do. That's just, the income for right now.
That's the never-ending project.
Right.
That's
what
always...
you want to do in life. What you want to do.
What makes you happy and where your skills at.
Exactly. So I was in Ohio, got into music. My brother, he's in music, working on his 3rd album right now. So he's actually the music person, the artist in the family. And got me into it, did a couple of things like that, wrote a couple of songs, and just really wasn't feeling it at the moment. Like, didn't really think I had a talent for it. Had supportive people around and everything. I just personally, if you don't feel like you're into it, you're just not gonna really get into it. So it's just something I kind of mess with now, but like music, something I am into. Music and acting and things like that, but just haven't had a chance to actually go out there and really, really pursue it like I want to right now. So it's just now getting to that position where I'm able to. Just got approved for the apartment, and my shift just changed where I'm actually having my Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays off. So things looking up right now.
Yeah, with acting, you need a huge open schedule.
Different things.
Not even just for rehearsal, just to be open for the auditions or be open to
everything. That's why there's also a position where they opening up in my job where they can work from home. So I'm thinking about that too. So I'm like, hey. What about yourself, man? You in Nashville? What's your plans? What you doing besides the podcast?
It's not hard. I work at the Belcourt Theater. I do box office and concessions. I've been working there 2014, I think. Yeah, I've been working there for a while. I'm one of the few black dudes there. It's a very bon vivant, whatever, artistic place. Every once in a while they throw a bone. They have Sorry to Bother You playing there now. I think they may have moved that. But what else? I work at a TriStar Centennial as a patient transporter for the hospital. So I help people figure out where to go in the hospital and move them to their car, get them to the X-ray, get them to a CAT scan, or go from one side of the hospital to the other, from emergency room. Someone is about to die, get a blue code. I'm supposed to be there to help the nurses move, because a lot of nurses don't know how to move the stretchers and the beds, or how all that stuff on the bottom of it works.
Well, you said that.
I'm supposed to know how to do that.
Wow.
And that's a wild job. It's gratifying, I'm helping people, but it's every week or so it gets kind of wild. I only work the weekend, and I thought the weekend was going to be the busiest, and it's not. It's the midnight that's the busiest.
The night shift that actually be
the 5 a.m. Yeah, I work 7 a.m., 7 p.m., so I just hear about what happened when I come in.
Right.
And how someone was
I can't do that.
Holding gun, security had to be brought in, and all these other crazy things. But that happens so rarely. Most people are just I just want to get fixed. most people's like, I just want to see my mom.
True.
But oh yeah, and I do stand up, and I do film stuff, and I do what else? Really do anything else? Oh, I do. I'm in the Nashville Improv Company, so I do improv, and they are busy. They are like so suave with their marketing and structure. They go to Chicago. They go all over. They go to conventions sometimes. They go to winery places and perform. Stand up, it's like it's all up to me. I'm the person in charge, so I don't know where I'm going. I think I'm going to go to Huntsville next month.
But move out there or just to do the stand up?
To do a show.
Do a show, okay.
Do an open mic. Gonna try to go to Atlanta some point. Make it during the week.
How long has it been since you've been to Atlanta?
2 months.
2 months also?
That was a family reunion thing.
Okay. Would you move back?
I moved back when I went to college in 2006 and 2007. Like, I went to Savannah College Art and Design, and that was so great. Atlanta was so cool to me. It had everything and everyone and everywhere.
Right at the fork to stay on I-24 West. Follow signs for Clarksville.
Such a nighttime city, and I didn't have a car, and it made everything easier because if you had a car, you were just fucked. It was standstill traffic every didn't matter what night it was, every single night. So if you walked and used the metro, it was like the town was yours.
Right.
Every type of show was
I think
happening.
that's exactly how Nashville is for the gig.
If they could get a train here, if they can get correct train. I heard a couple years ago, Megan Barry had the choice of putting a whole bunch of money into a convention center or putting a whole bunch of money into transportation and infrastructure, and she chose the convention center to bring in people to make the city bigger, which worked, actually. It did bring in people, but we still don't know how to put them anywhere. The big problem is how to put them anywhere, transporting, and what do we do when they get there? Parking. Parking sucks here. It's not as bad as Chicago, and I think Atlanta's kind of good with parking, actually. But here, it's just ruthless. This is why Lyft is probably doing so well.
Yeah.
It is just ruthless to park.
Their car. Yeah, you go, especially downtown.
Places to pay and the places that will tow, even if you do pay.
And then now that day, you got to worry about if your car going to be coming back damaged or not.
Oh, I didn't think of that. Yeah. True.
Yeah, I don't think Nashville was prepared for it to grow this fast.
It's like was it meant for it, or the roads weren't built? Yeah, it's a big what is it? An overflowing kettle.
Yeah.
But what are you gonna do about it?
Is this real? I heard a customer talking about they're supposed to be having another show coming out here called Bachelorette Nashville's a Bachelorette Nashville or something like that. You heard about that?
Well, I assume so, but I don't know what you mean. Like a show, like a concert.
You ever seen the Nashville TV show?
Stop it! They're gonna have that as a TV show.
Yeah, it's gonna be based off of all the bachelorettes and bachelors.
I thought they had a Wild Boys, wild young white dudes in Nashville show, Country Boys, and on CMT show, and that didn't do well. But they got to keep trying.
Yeah, I guess so. It was all hyped up because Frayne is going to be in it and stuff. I'm like, are you serious?
They got to be bachelorettes. They got to be pre-wedding. They got to be just like singles or something.
I'm not sure. She said that's the name of it. It's going to be Bachelorettes or Bachelors. Bachelorettes and Bachelors or something like that in Nashville. Those three words, I don't know how to actually how it goes in order. But yeah, it was similar like that. She said it's supposed to be a show based off all the bachelors, bachelorette parties and stuff like that in Nashville. I'm like, wow, okay. Like live show, all right, or reality or something. I mean, but Nashville is a spot for bachelorette parties. Now I don't know why, but yeah.
Why? That's a good question. The Music City, everyone's karaokeing, everyone's got a concert to go to, but then I'm getting married and this is the number one per capita church place, so everyone's has the ability to get married. Everyone's pressured to get married at an early age, so it leads to a lot of parties with bachelorettes and bachelor parties.
True, not
So,
me.
and then that atmosphere goes like, well, I just want to do the parties instead of getting married thing. That may lead to that. Oh, I'm just an anthropologist right now. I'm just gonna write a paper. Send it to my history professor. History teacher's like, I want you to come back with 3 topics for essays. Like, this is gonna be one.
No, man.
In this century, how did Nashville end up in the bachelorette capital of the world? What if people come around the world to come to Nashville for bachelorette parties?
They have been.
It's bull.
It's not what if.
That's so bull. No, I don't want to believe it.
It's going. It's happening. Believe it or not, it's happening. Right in front of your eyes.
So-
it's happening.
This whole thing, like, I went to, it was Huntsville.
Yeah, go ahead. It's okay.
Some waitress at Waffle House was saying she would refuse to call Nashville Nashville. She called it Nash Vegas the entire time when we mentioned that we were from Nashville.
Wow.
Because it's just such a party, wild place to her, in her mind. And then I went to Cookeville,
In 1,000 feet, use the right lane to take exit 49 toward
Cookeville,
Marine
Tennessee,
Defense Boulevard,
and
Shelby Avenue.
the Kroger there. They had a stand-up cardboard stand of a Coca-Cola sweepstakes to win a trip to Nashville. And it's like, Cookeville, you were less than an hour away. Why is this like?
Use the right lane to take exit 49, then use the right lane to keep left.
Why is this a treat? Like a big winning thing to you? You guys can come out anytime.
Right.
But it's considered a treat yourself. A huge sin city. I don't know. It's not that to me.
I'm not sure, man.
It's like what I thought Nashville was. The thing is, growing up, I didn't think Nashville was anything. I didn't know it was a music city. I thought we were just like Idaho, like one of these just states that no one, unless it's not New
Yeah,
York.
me too. You feel? That's how.
There's no movies based off in here.
I'm 25 now, so it's like, you said what?
Yeah, there's no movies here.
Use
There's
the
no
right lane to keep left.
famous people. I thought.
Yeah, you got your rappers, but
Yeah.
other than that, that's about it. What is happening tonight? Do you know?
Use the
Titans
right lane to merge
preseason.
onto South 4th Street, then turn right onto
Live on
Shelby Avenue.
live on the green type music, free concert shows that are out in the open.
That's what Live on the Green means?
I think so, and it's been going on for days apparently.
See, these people asking me, I'm like, I don't know to work for them. Alright.
Turn right onto Shelby Avenue.
Yeah, it's gonna be wild right now.
Alright, I got it. I see that. Oh.
Like the Titans game is about to start. Yep, that's why there's police out here.
It's about to start thunderstorming, I think. Well, Nashville got some bipolar weather.
Oh yeah, we're in the basin, so like it could be raining right next to you, and it's not raining a block away. Oh my goodness. Just gonna try to enjoy the night. Just gonna try to embrace whatever happens.
Who's gonna try to embrace whatever happens?
Just, say yes to the dress or whatever they're gonna say. I don't know. I cannot believe there's gonna be a bachelorette show for this. Oh my god. Housewives in it, all stuff. Oh my god.
Basically.
Causing drama.
What the rest of the night looks like for you?
I'm gonna wonder if there's an open mic to do, if there's a show to do. Oh my god, Corey Holcomb's in Zanies.
I haven't been to Zanies in so long, man. I need to go.
Every time I go like, oh, I want to go, I hear who came before, and I was like, oh, I missed all of them? Oh.
Yeah, that's how it is.
No. DL Hughley, I think, is tonight.
Oh, yeah, that's good.
Donnell Rawlings is also tonight. Ashley Larry.
I have been hearing about D.L. Hughley coming in.
D.L. Hughley. Oh, I go to Zany's. I try to go to Zany's a lot just to be like in the know with stand up, but also like my friends do shows sometimes. It's out there open for folks. But D.L. Hughley. I wonder if that's probably gonna probably sell out. It's not a crazy big room. It'll probably sell out. And he used to do he does stadiums in other places, so that'll probably sell out. Because last time, what was it? He was here for the Black and Brown Get Down, hosted by George Lopez, D.L. Hughley.
Yeah, I remember that one.
Eddie Griffin. It had Martin Lawrence this year.
Martin Lawrence was there too.
Oh, so mad I had a show that night. So mad that I was just like, I just really want to just be sick so I can go to the show.
Yeah.
And be sick there.
I was sick about that.
It's stacked.
Okay, are we not going to be able to... I'm for the go.
All these solid objects in your way. Oh, wow. Yeah, this green light. This green light is, it's doing it. It's doing the dang thing.
Yep. It didn't even turn green, did it?
Oh, my gosh.
White boy from the back in the middle like Paul Blart. What was his name?
Paul, yeah. Kevin James, Paul Blart in the house.
There you go.
You think they're gonna make another one of those?
Alright, you gonna direct us to go? Yeah.
Oh man. I know, come on.
Continue on Shelby Avenue for 3
I remember all this
quarters of a
used to
mile.
be a black neighborhood. Now it's like white people walking their dogs, feeling so comfortable and everything.
And then there was a shooting a week or so ago, and everyone's like, we need to beef up security here. This is unsafe. And everyone's like, yeah, it's because you're moving in with gangsters.
Yeah.
He said, no. Also, the violent rate, like the crime rate, has gone down 20% this year.
Yeah.
So it's not really. It's just like this is an incident where someone that was liked by a bunch of higher up people in the community,
Right.
and it got national news, and it's just like.
Nashville, hey, because Nashville is on the rise right now.
And it's just like, it's because they were young and well liked in the higher ups in the community. And it's just like, well, people get shot all over. And they didn't. Don't know about them. Get shot by cops. Don't know about them. But hey, you know, can't control.
On to the next story. That's what
Can't control the media weather.
Nah.
I like when Trayvon Martin got shot. I first saw it on Black news sites. I was like, oh, well, okay, there's another one. I didn't know that would catch on. Like, I don't know what catches on.
Yeah,
because it's like it's all just
to a lot of people, and nowadays
it's also egregious. It's also like, yeah, and they were holding a baby, and they were in the mall, and 6 people saw them, and it's like that still doesn't catch. Okay, they have camera footage. It's like, okay, but. I guess the fact that it was like debatable, or that people wanted to debate it, made it like a thing, and then there was a trial, made it a thing. Oh, and those dudes, like, I gotta check if they've been caught yet. Like, they ran and like went to some place in like Clarksville or something and shot someone else at a gas station, and shot someone else at like a gas station. So they're like serial people.
The shooter that was out here?
Yeah. It's like they figured out it was the same like car and same gun.
Yeah. But it is funny though, as far as that, usually that wouldn't be known, especially when, now that it's different, as far as like the people that lives in the community now. But back then, they wouldn't have made news like that.
At all.
Now that you have your certain people that's living in this environment, in the neighborhood, every little thing's going to hit news now, because they're going to be the ones who report it. Now they got to protect them, got to protect and serve.
Well, I mean, maybe it's a mix of like, hey, we're not snitching, but also we don't trust the police, so we're not going to tell you guys or tell like what's up. But it is just it's a downer.
My friend, he used to live here, man. There's an older guy there. He's like 30-something now, 40-something, 30 going on 40. But he used to live in this little neighborhood, a little bit further down Gallatin Road, and he got actually called the cops one time. He was actually walking his dog in the neighborhood, and there was a neighborhood, I guess, like people just started moving in, and white people called the cops on him. Talking about, hey, it was a guy, walking his dog out. He looked suspicious, this and that. And the cops ended up actually coming and everything. He said, man, you know what? I wish I would just be paid enough to actually call the cops. Because now they, all the white people moved into the neighborhood. And now they all finna come through, just call the cops. Yeah, I see this white couple outside walking their dog.
They look real unfamiliar.
Yeah, they look real unfamiliar. They looking suspicious looking towards my house. Just play with like forget it. But that is true though.
I live in Brentwood. I get called out. I have cops. Like, I was going through my car, looking through stuff, with the light and stuff, and next thing I know, I get a tap on the window, and it's like, okay, I just have to laugh.
Yeah, I'm having that type of situation.
Like, I'm just outside the house.
Like just 5-6 years ago, you would have never seen this.
Jeez. Yeah, I got told, like, yeah, if you come to this area, you'll just get shot. There'll just be people waiting for you to shoot. They'll be standing on the street. If you cross the street, they'll shoot you. It's like, no. And now this is where folks come to get good food. And art crawls.
Bar and laugh and have a good time.
Come to the art crawls, get some free wine. Right next to the Sound Stadium. Oh my God, there's so much like graffiti and stuff everywhere, but no, not now.
Not at all. Oh, they treat that like art now.
Turn right onto Main Street, then turn right onto Forest Avenue.
It should be right. Oh, right here.
Where? Is it here?
Turn right onto Forest Avenue.
Oh, yeah. It's the thing. It's all seeming familiar. And
You gotta be finna go to the wrong place.
Yeah, I would have walked. It's okay.
This right here, the fitness spot?
Yes.
Five spot. I've never been here. Is there a bar or stand up?
It does it all, and it's really good for artists and people. Any show you come here for, it's $5.
Oh, okay, pretty cool. I appreciate that, Andre.
No,
You have yourself
it's good talk.
man. Hey, same to you, man.
Juwan?
Andre.
That's right.
Take it easy, man. Have a good night.
You too. Be successful. Do your thing. Oh wow, hour and such. So, what? Oh, and I met Claire Cooper, my high school friend of foe. Show started. No, I got to turn off the thing. I'm sorry. So, this was the podcast. If you didn't hear anything, well, I'm sorry. That was an interesting conversation at the very least. It's about to start raining. I have no car. You know this. Don't feel pity for me. Outside the 5 spot, and I hope everyone has a beautiful rest of the week. I'll try not to skip any more Thursdays, and be a good boy from now on. All you can do is just keep doing what you're doing. If you keep plugging away, years and years, if you just stay healthy and don't die, you become great. Just keep actually just working. Okay, that's it. Take care. Bye now. Oh yeah, Andre Pressplay at Gmail. Please send just an empty email. Just do that. Or just send me pictures of whatever you recently downloaded. I would like that. And take care of yourselves. Bye.